echo of an echo is the semblance of a sound. And I've pressed and I've waited with my ear upon the ground. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there after many miles.
We are actors, both from Los Angeles.
Now we live in Maine and run an inn.
Yeah. Well, we have a lot of help running the inn.
Yes, we do.
Every October, there's a special focus on raising awareness about hiring people with disabilities. We at the Department of Labor connect with employers to let them know that there are skilled workers out there who can be valuable assets to their businesses.
Hi, I'm Andrew Silsby, President and CEO of Kennebec Savings Bank and proud presenting sponsor of MaineLife, a show that's dedicated to telling positive stories about life right here in Maine. Community has always been at the center of my MaineLife. Support and involvement in our communities are critical to Maine's success. I'm so fortunate to lead an organization that believes in giving back over $1.2 million in thousands of volunteer hours each year to the communities we serve. It's the best part of my job. If you need help with your financial needs, or this is your year to change your banking relationship, our staff stand ready to assist you. So click or call Kennebec Savings Bank today. Enjoy this episode of MaineLife and get out and explore our beautiful state. Thanks for watching.
Hi everybody, thanks for watching this episode of MaineLife. On this beautiful fall day, we are back here in Cornish. I absolutely love this town. Behind us is Krista's. Remember, in 2020, we were stuffing our faces. So good. It was so good. And we were quenching our thirst over at the Cornish Cider Company with Jackie and Jared. But on today's itinerary, before we check into the Cornish Inn and the labor of love that Xander Berkeley and Sarah Clark have been renovating, we are going to start our day over in Saco with the Maine Department of Labor and checking out some innovative ways that they're helping to address the staffing shortage here in Maine. So yeah, we have a great day. Yeah. So come along. Let's go.
Hi, welcome everybody to Ferry Beach Retreat and Conference Center. We provide conferences and workshops and activities all summer long. And then in the spring season and fall season, we host conferences and workshops to other outside groups. We have a lot of events, from weddings and christenings to wonderful family reunions.
Yeah!
Ferry Beach has 1,000 feet of beachfront that we've been taking care of and nurturing since 1901. Several years ago, I was doing a workshop, and one of the women in the workshop was handicapped, and she was in a wheelchair. And she said to me, Kathy, all I want to do is put my toes in the sand. So we built this beautiful ADA boardwalk that goes up and over the dune. Through this summer, we work with the Department of Labor to connect with people with disabilities, and particularly high school students. We have been struggling through COVID with employment and finding people. They did all the background activity, found the people, helped train them, brought them job coaches, and all we really had to do was provide the job description and the place. And we had wonderful staff from the Department of Labor.
As we've heard, everywhere we go, there is a tight labor market. One of the reasons for that is that many people who are 65 and older, and Maine has a lot of those folks, have decided to reevaluate where they're at and have retired. We are trying to make sure that everyone who wants to work is able to work, and people with disabilities should be part of that broad labor pool. And every October, there's a special focus on raising awareness about hiring people with disabilities. We at the Department of Labor focus on that year-round, but during this month, we pay particular attention to it and make sure that we connect with employers to let them know that there are skilled workers out there who can be valuable assets to their businesses. I wanted to introduce you to Darcy. She's one of our business counselors. She works connecting businesses and employees and making that kind of perfect match for jobs.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about what you do here.
I've worked with Kathy to bring her good people. I kind of am in the business of selling abilities, not disabilities. I work with individuals and my counselors all over the state to have people find meaningful employment like everyone else.
So tell us, are there any differences between hiring somebody with a disability and hiring somebody without a disability?
Not really. We all need support. We all need training. We all need tools to succeed. You might need some adaptive equipment. Maybe you need a magnifier so you can see the directions. Maybe you need a map around here. This is a big place, so maybe I need to help you just establish where you're going to do your job successfully.
And do you help put that adaptive equipment together for employers? How does that work?
We do have people that can come in, that can work with the employer, can suggest different types of equipment that would make their employees successful, you know, and help them with their labor needs.
So right now at the department, we have 3,700 people who have employment plans and are ready and willing to work. We just need to make that match to those employers.
All right, from the beach now to farm life. We are so excited to be here in Alfred at this beautiful farm to meet the owners and all the cute animals.
And we're excited to introduce you to Ed and Ingrid because they are farmers who are using adaptive equipment so that farming is actually available to anyone of any ability.
And I hear they make really good cheese.
Welcome to Three Term Farm, our 1790s farmstead. We're here on 5 acres. We have sheep and goats that we milk, and we make fresh cheese and yogurt. Come on, girls! Let's go for a walk! We raise primarily mini Nubian goats. The reason we raise them is because they have high butter fat, which makes excellent cheese. And we love their personalities, and everyone gets a name here at the farm. Rosebud, Clarabelle, come. It's busy. I mean, it is literally 7 days a week. It is every day, all day, and during birthing season, it's half the night. But I love it. This is the best job in the world. Look at, see? We work with Voc Rehab and specifically with Massabesic High School, and Darcy coordinates the work experience program that we have in the summer. What we do is we teach how to do basic barn chores as a team independently, and the job coach assists in that process. It's great for us here at the farm because we're getting help with our barn chores and digging up invasive plants. And I think the students really enjoy coming and doing this type of work, especially outdoors.
I'm Tim Small, and I'm a vocational consultant for Voc Rehab. I work with a number of different programs. One of those programs is the Agribility program, working with farmers and foresters and the fishery industry who are wanting to maintain employment and may not be able to do so without assistance.
So this is our Rollomatic for routine healthcare maintenance. This is actually much less stressful on the animals than just holding them and working on them. Good girl, Capella. So you can see she's pretty comfortable right there. And then what we can do is we put this down, and then we have access to her feet so that we can trim her feet. You can see how calm Capella is here. It just is so much safer and better for the animal, and so much better for me. We can actually keep up with all of the maintenance that we need to do.
The most rewarding part of our job in Voc Rehab is really connecting individuals who want to work to employers who really need that talent.
I started doing some landscaping last year for Ingrid, and I heard that she needed an apprentice, and I really like farming. I have a farm at my house, so I applied and I'm here. I've learned how to milk, how to birth goats and sheep and trim hooves. I really love just seeing the outcome of all of our hard work.
What we have here are our 4 products, samples of each one, and our fresh feta in the middle, which was just judged the best feta in the state of Maine by the Maine Cheese Guild. Thank you.
Everything's better with feta.
Everything's better with feta. I love it. How adorable were those goats, and the cheese was
So delicious.
Good, not just saying that. Beautiful drive from Alfred, now here to Cornish. You've been talking about the Cornish Inn for months.
It was so sad to see it closed for a couple of years, and so exciting now that Xander and Sarah have renovated it. The outside looks beautiful, and I can't wait to see what they've done inside.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm Sarah Clark.
And I'm Xander Berkeley. We are actors, both from Los Angeles. We both produce and do other things, and
Now we live in Maine and run an inn.
yeah. Well, we have a lot of help running the inn.
Yes, we do.
We would come for the summers, and then we fell in love with Maine, and then we moved here full time. And it was a farm with the barn, and the place was amazing. And we were working on it for years, restoring it and doing all this stuff. And it got to the point where we were so invested in it that we really wanted to bring our friends and work on films and have weddings there and do different things. And having the Cornish Inn was the perfect companion to it.
Part of our childhood was growing up in these settings, but it just sort of got lost along the way, and we kept wondering, like, how are we going to create this again? And then we just sort of found it here.
It's a great town, and we want, through the inn, to be able to promote all the local businesses. That toy store right across the street.
Oh my God, we've
Our
gotten
kids
so
were
many.
in love with that toy store. And
Yeah, they're
and
so
all
great.
the little stores down the way, the antique store, the trading company, amazing. We furnished the entire barn without having to go further than there.
I know.
So we're all working together to bring the town up and back to life, and it's really fun.
So there's 16 rooms, and we've had weddings here. We have a great backyard that will eventually be opened up for that.
Where we'll have live music and a beer tent and all that.
That's the
garden
next phase.
and all that is the next summer, next phase.
And we have Lindsay's, who serves breakfast and then brunch and lunch till 2. She sort of does a seasonal menu, and then she has a great sort of drinks and brunchy sort of fun, like mimosas and different drinks to go along if you want that. Well, you'll see. I'll let her tell you.
She'll show you.
Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay and I'm originally from Buxton, Maine, but I've been living in Cornish for the past 8 years. And I'm super excited to be here and to be able to share my craft and my passion with everyone. Today I've made a couple samples for you off our menu. We have our Southwest quesadilla with our homemade pico, our French fries, which are sourced locally from Freiburg and are amazing. Our apple cider donuts, which are from down the street at Apple Acres. They do an amazing job. And our lox board with our locally homemade bagel. And that's our very berry salad.
I love you.
Thank
so
you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me and for watching at home.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Dig in. Let's share.
Enjoy.
It's funny, acting is sort of tangential to sort of my real passions. I think my real passions awoke or were reminded when I moved to Maine.
Really?
Because it was more the observation of life. And I love the natural world, I love animals, I love all that. And I felt like all the things that I was interested in, whether it was farming or growing or raising animals or a community that we could sort of invest in and grow kids together with, Maine just like checked all the boxes.
We'll see you back here in a little bit. Tell us about tonight and what we can expect.
Well, tonight's very exciting because we have long wanted to have a night scene here. So tonight we're going to do a tasting of some food options that we're considering for bar food and a little music.
Great. I cannot wait. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys.
Selling your car? Let Berlin City make it easy for you. We'll buy you a vehicle, whether you buy one from us or not. At Berlin City, we offer a fast and accurate vehicle appraisal using most up-to-date market information. Like this magazine from 1981. Just kidding. It's Jimmy. That way, you have more time doing things you love doing. So visit us online or any of our locations so we can buy your car and you can keep driving.
It takes a long time to build a reputation, and we've been at it for over 150 years. We come to work each and every day to grow that reputation. It's always been about respect, generosity, and doing what's right for the customer. Whether we're helping local businesses finance their future or supporting community programs, our goal is to create lasting relationships rooted in trust. We're a local bank run by local people, so we're invested in making our communities stronger. I'm Craig Garofalo, and I invite you to come into a Kennebec Savings Bank branch today and experience the difference.
We just left the Cornish Inn for a little drive here to the neighboring town of beautiful Limerick for a little lunch dessert.
And I'm excited because I've been hearing about the Wright Chocolate House for some time now. Here we are. Let's go. The chocolate is inside.
Yum. Great windows.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lynn Wright. I'm the owner and chocolatier of Wright Chocolate House in Limerick, Maine, and welcome to my shop. This building, it's right on Main Street in Limerick. It's a beautiful spot, gorgeous windows. So they take a ton of time to do the displays, but this is a really amazing place. I've been making different kinds of chocolate for about 20 years. Right now I've got about 43 recipes. They're all my own original recipes. It takes me a while to make them up. Some of them take a couple years to finally figure out the exact thing. Everything is either a truffle, which is butter and chocolate, or ganache, which is cream and chocolate. So if it's ganache with cream, it's from Harris Farm in Dayton. And I go down on Tuesdays and pick up my cream in the glass bottles and see the cows walking around and bring it back and start using it, or I use Kate's butter to make truffles. Honey comes from Bob Timms up in Cornish, and he brings me jars and I'll trade him caramels for it. Oh, this is cool. My next door neighbors have hilltop boilers in Newfield, so they're right next door to me. And they tap the trees right outside my chocolate kitchen window. I watch them bring in the syrup, and they boil it, and then I'll go down and buy like a couple gallons, and I make caramels with it, and maple toffee, and it's from right here, like Limerick trees from my yard, basically.
Wow. So what do we have here?
So ladies, when you come to the shop, every chocolate that is in the case over there is on a little picture card here. It tells you what's in it, so you know if you want milk chocolate or dark chocolate, if you like fruits or nuts. So you can choose a card, and then you give it to us, and we make up a box for you depending on what size you want. Some people want 1, some people want 30.
These are so beautiful.
So this is my maple caramel recipe, which is very heavy maple, and it's very soft.
That's luxurious. I'm so full. I'm not.
Pause off of my chocolate.
So come see us if you're in the Limerick and Newfield area. We are open weekends from now through Christmas Eve. While you're here, you can visit other wonderful local businesses, from alpaca farms to maple syrup to turkey farms. Thanks for visiting.
Welcome to the Day of Hope 2022 here in Augusta, Maine. It has been a wonderful day. We're just starting the walk, and we're just so thankful for everyone's support. Our cancer community is amazing. I will say that we have cancer patients here today. We have fighters, thrivers, survivors. We have our staff here who offer that high quality care right here in Central Maine, and they deliver it with heart. We're just so happy and thankful.
Good morning and welcome to the Day of Hope.
We're here today in memory of our dear friend Jen Moreau. She started this tribe a long time ago, and I'm sure she's smiling down on us today, happy that we're continuing her fight.
I'm walking with my friends with Cindy Crew, and I'm walking for my mammy Cindy.
Go Cindy Crew!
I'm a cancer survivor. These are my 3 children, and it's great to be here cheering on all the survivors and fighters.
Today's a little bit of a rough day physically, but I'm happy to be here and wouldn't have missed it. So this is definitely giving me a little more pep in my step.
Our goal was $150,000, and we have raised over $177,000, and the count is not done. People wanted to come and support their cancer community. We're just so thankful for everyone.
Everything is about storytelling in a lot of ways, and even food and drink and everything. The more we can tie things together to bring people back together, the better off I think we'll all be, and that's what we want to do here.
So tonight you have a lot of friends here. Tell me about the community of filmmakers and producers and actors, and all of you are like here in Maine. It's amazing.
We came here to escape and to get back to nature in a way, to raise our kids in a normal environment. And then we thought about how perfect it was to bring film here, because film won't build an infrastructure, it won't tear down architectural history, it won't clear cut woods, it'll leave everything that we all love so much about Maine precisely the way it is. It'll help support and maintain it. It's just this harmonious blending of the spirit of independent filmmaking and the independent spirit that exists throughout Maine.
Well, I'm glad that you found us. And I'm glad
So are we.
that you're not dead. So how many times did you die?
There's a death reel on YouTube. You can check it out. Xander Berkeley death reel. A lot of times. I made my living dying.
What was the most famous death?
Most famous has to be Terminator 2, when I was shish kebab through the head as the foster father while drinking milk from the
Oh, I
carton.
could go back and watch it.
We are here because our good friends Xander Berkeley and Sarah Clark have opened this amazing inn in Cornish. Here to support it, bring in like all the folks that we love from like film and television, also in the beer space. Folks like Kevin and Mass Landing Brewery.
Xander was at the opening of our location in Freeport, which was the first time we got a chance to meet him, and so we jumped at the opportunity to come out here, check out this project they have going, and revitalizing the Cornish Inn out here, and it's just beautiful space and a beautiful place.
I'm inspired by their love of this rural part of Maine that has incredible bones, incredible people, and they are trying to resurrect a lot of the tourism and the love that was in this area in not too recent past, and I'm excited for them.
It's amazing to hang out with talented people, to consort with them, to work with them. You know, I love the film industry personally. Like, people are so with it, so professional, so exacting in their processes, but also fun-loving. It's a great community of people who come to a town, make magic happen. Film production is beautiful. It's all the arts combined. It's a real joy to witness, and it brings community together.
Thank you for helping make this a dream that we've always wanted to have, and we're so grateful for this community that we're getting to know, and we were so excited to make this place sort of a meeting hub for the community to kind of have a good meal, hear some music, exchange ideas, and have a great place to stay.
Everybody,
Who came
thank you
out.
all.
Yes, thanks for coming. Two cheers!
Thank you for watching this episode of MaineLife. To follow our adventures, check out our website or my Instagram at Arno Valley. Thank you to our sponsors, New Center Maine, and to all of you for tuning in. Happy adventuring, and we'll see you next week. Will we see you next week?
Okay, all right. Vanessa Santarelli is definitely a rock star.
Woo! Wow! Woo! Doesn't this remind you of Hocus Pocus?
I never saw Hocus Pocus.
What? Come, little children, I'll take thee away.
Air Force One, 24, Twilight, The Walking Dead, and now MaineLife. I mean, you've come, it's
really just...
Come on, MaineLife.
MaineLife!